They're furry, they're cuddly. They hold hands and smile for the camera. Their cheeks are oh so pinchable. But there is a very dark side to this adorable looking animal. Not only can they be vicious, but they are known to be necrophilia and psychopaths. Like all carnivorous mammals, they are also ferocious hunters and very territorial. They are very comfortable in water, and sometimes you have seen them take on big cats like jaguars. The only way jaguars can catch giant otters is by using the element of surprise, especially on land, as otters are very comfortable in water. Otters are much faster than a jaguar when they're in the water. Also, many have seen an otter killing a caiman, which is an active hunter, and enjoying it for breakfast and lunch. I don't just mean in the way carnivore species always are to their prey. Other carnivorous animals kill their prey mainly for food, which is quite natural. But sea otters? Violence and aggression is the norm for sea otter, with males regularly seen holding females underwater while mating, biting their faces, forcing them into submission. Considerable portion of sea female otters die as a result of trauma from their hyper-aggressive mating by male otter. Male otter force themselves on pups, which have not yet reached sexual maturity, and males will continue attempting to mate with dead females. Territorial male sea otters hold a struggling female underwater until her body becomes limp and then copulated repeatedly with her carcass. 10 months later, the same male was observed with the carcass of another female sea otter. In both cases, the male was swimming, diving, guarding, and copulating with the carcass. They don't just stick to their own species. There are also numerous reports of male sea otter having violent, forced copulation with baby harbor seals, using a similar method of biting and drowning. These young seals often die as a result because the encounters are so aggressive. Also, the difference in size between the two animals mean they can suffer from internal perforation. They've been documented having sex with a dead pup seal as well. After the deed, otter begins grooming himself. You read that correctly. After raping a baby seal to death, this otter licks his paws like Hannibal Lecter or something. The carcasses of 15 seals were recovered, showing evidence of severe trauma, including both vaginal and rectal. Sometimes male sea otters will kidnap sea otter pups and hold them underwater until this female gives up her food. This happens often enough to get its own term, hostage behavior. One sea otter attempted to mate with a dead bird and a dead dog. The two species found in North America are river otters and sea otters, the latter of which are also found in Japan and the Pacific coast of Russia. River otters are not currently threatened and are pervasive in Canada and the Pacific, Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico coastal areas in the US. As sea otter populations have rebounded, so has the health of kelp forests. This is why sea otters are referred to as a keystone species. They have a huge positive influence on the environment. It's just another reason why we love sea otters so much. Every living species in this planet has violent, crazy, eccentric and outrageous nature, which is not just limited to the sea otters.